Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Florence. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. It is lovely to have you here. I feel like it's been a long time since I did this intro. I missed it. So yes, today, like the title would have said, I am going to talk about 10 mistakes I made as a new immigrant in the Queensland, or should I say the Kingsland now. So yeah, if this is something that you're interested in, you're looking to avoid, if you're just coming in or something like that, then keep watching.
Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond.
So the first one is, so I had, before I came to the UK, I had heard that people drink tap water here, and I'm like, okay, that's good. And then I came and I drank tap water. My mistake though was not the drinking tap water part, it was the fact that I drank the warm part of the tap water. Guys, if I tell you that I had never had watery diarrhea like that before, like I was basically shitting water, like only water, like only water, like that water had to come out of my system. And I had to ask a friend that I thought we could drink tap water here. What happened? She now asked, did you drink the warm water or the cold one? So, guys, if you're coming to the UK, drink the cold water, not the warm one. The warm one, I think, is recycled water. So, don't drink warm water, basically. The second mistake I made as a new immigrant in the UK is that I used my dollar card in non-attached ATM banks, ATM machines, ATMs. So, like, um, there are several ATMs around that don't have a bank attached to them. Like NatWest Bank has an ATM machine, Barclays has ATM machine, but there are some ATMs that don't have a bank attached to them. They're just there. So I went and used my dollar card. I withdrew from those banks with my dollar card. Now, it's no big deal though. The problem is the rate at which they are going to convert from dollars to pounds is higher for those non-attached banks than from ATMs that have like a bank name attached to them. So yeah, it was so sad, and it was on my last withdrawal, like from my dollar card. Like I'd already withdrawn all the money there. It was the last withdrawal that I actually noticed that, man, the difference is clear, is actually a lot. So yeah, if you want to withdraw with your dollar card, do it in an ATM that has a bank attached to it, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. The third thing I did is I bought an Oyster card. So I had been hearing about Oyster cards and how they help with transportation costs and blah blah. So when I got here, one of the first things I did was to actually find out how I could get a Oyster card, how I could get a student Oyster card. So I started the process almost immediately. I got all my documents ready and I got my Oyster card. The thing though is that you have to pay a fee of £20 for an Oyster card, and at the end of the day, I didn't need Oyster card. I still do not need an Oyster card because the weekly bulk buy that you have to get to be able to like enjoy the benefits of an Oyster card is already more than my weekly transport cost, if you get what I mean. Like if in a week now I spend £20 on transport for the Oyster card, I think you have to buy like £40 for particular zones. I don't know how the zone thing works, but it's way higher than my transport cost for the week. So there's actually no need to get an Oyster card. And for the rail card, if I wanted to like link my rail card to my Oyster card, I go out to work during peak hours, and in London, peak hours like 6:30 to 9:30 a.m. and then I don't know the evening peak hours, but basically that's when I go to work, and the discount, the real card discount doesn't apply during peak hours. So Basically, I do not need an oyster card at all. And then I went and wasted £20 to get an oyster card. The painful thing is when I'm no longer a student, that oyster card is no longer valid. Anyways, research well and know that your oyster card would actually favor you, you would actually get to enjoy the discounts before you buy an oyster card, basically. The fourth mistake I made as a new immigrant in the UK is that I used City Mapper. So City Mapper is an app that you can use for transportation in London. And I already knew about City Mapper even before I got to London. So it was actually easy to like know where I'm going, how to get there and all. What I did not know was that you have to note your bus station number or the code. Like here they use A to Z, so you have to note if you're going to B or the other one behind. So you have to know which route you're going, whether you're going like this or you're going like this, because yeah. Anyways, I didn't note that, and I was going this way. I went to the bus that was going this way, and I missed my road. I just noticed when, because City Mapper tells you the next bus station to you which way you're going. So I just noticed that the bus station we reached after was not the bus station that City Mapper was showing me. So that was my cue to actually come down from the bus, and then I crossed to the other side and took the other one. So yeah, check your bus number. It's usually at the top of the bus station. Check City Mapper for the one you're going, and check your bus station when you get there. Are we vibing to this? Okay, another mistake I made as a new immigrant in the UK was that I opened a bank account quite late. So I know that the issue of which location, I mean which house, yes, the postcode, yes, to put in might be an issue because you want to get your own place before, but I think you can use any postcode actually. And it took a while for me to open a bank account because I didn't even know how to go about it. And all the information they were asking, I'm just like, so I opened a Revolut bank account. The problem with that was that as I was withdrawing from my dollar account, I needed a place to put the cash because it was a lot. I needed a bank account to actually put the cash I was withdrawing. And I went to the post office, which is where, like, that's where you go to give them the money and they deposit it to your bank account. So I went to the post office multiple times trying to like use the post office to deposit into my Revolut account, and it just didn't work. I went there multiple times, back and forth, back and forth. It just didn't work until I got my Barclays account. That was when I was actually able to deposit the money. So I was literally carrying a lot of money cash in my room. I was scared all the time. Not that my room is not safe, my house is not safe, but still. Anyways, yeah, that's another mistake I made. So try as much as possible to open your bank account early. And Revolut, Rev, I don't know if it's a general thing, but they can deposit cash into your Revolut account at the post office. So number six mistake that you should avoid, and I made, is that while I was traveling inside the bus, so I used the buses a lot when I got here. Like I didn't even know how the train station works because I was just using buses. Number one, because they are cheaper. So wherever I was going, I was taking bus. Um, so I was sitting at the lower deck of the bus. There is no problem with that actually, but I missed the beauty of London. Like you it's like you're touring London and you're just sitting down at a place where you can't even see what's going on. You can't exactly like see. I mean, if you sit down at the upper deck, like if you're actually at the upper deck, you see the beauty of London. You see what is around you. Like you actually see like, this place is here, that place is here. When I was at the lower deck, I didn't see nothing. I didn't see anything. But up there, you see like everything. You see the whole of London. You see the skyscrapers, the tall buildings. Like you see everything there. So if you're new, anywhere you have, go up, go to the upper part. There is beauty to be seen in this nation. So just go up and just enjoy the beauty. So another mistake I made was that I did not register with my GP early. Not that that has affected me, but there was a time I wanted to apply for a visa. Um, I needed travel insurance, and one of the requirements is that you have to have been registered with your GP for a while. I think it was 6 months. And I had not been registered with my GP at that point at all. So I had to like go to my GP and actually register. So there are just some things like that that you may be a requirement for you to like, you should have registered with a GP. You must be under a particular GP. So those are the kind of issue. Not that you may fall sick. I mean, there is that, and you won't have anywhere to go. But there is also the fact that you may need it for some documentations. Check me. Yeah. So register with your GP as soon as you know where you're going to stay. As soon as you have accommodation, register with your GP. Don't delay, and it's very fast. Like here, I went to my GP. They call it GP surgery here. So I went to my GP surgery and they just gave me a link that I should go on there and register. I registered with the link, and in 2 days or so I was registered. Um, I think, I don't know the time frame now, but it wasn't up to a week before they sent me my NHS number and everything. So yeah, register with your GP and do it early. Another thing is, one of the basic things about the UK that everybody has been shouting is you have to buy poly bags or nylon bags or just plastic bags at the stores when you go there. So if you don't want to keep spending money, 30p, Tesco is 30p. If you don't want to keep spending money to buy plastic bags, you have to carry your own shopping bag or plastic bag or what have you when you're going to the stores. Guys, I used to forget this all the time. And it's so annoying when you have to actually buy a plastic bag. Like when you have so much already at home and then you have to buy. So annoying. So yeah, that's one of the mistakes that I made as a new immigrant. Now I don't. Like I plan my shopping in advance, and when I'm going out, if I'm not buying a lot, like if I'm going to buy bread or eggs, sometimes I just carry it shamelessly in my hand and I move. Yeah, because I mean, I'm not buying plastic bags every time. So now when I'm going for my bulk buying, I usually carry my box. Yeah, I carry my smallest box to actually go shopping, or I carry my tote bags, carry like 2 or 3 tote bags, and then go shopping. Or if I have if I know it's going to be a lot, I carry my school bag also. So I carry my school bag, my tote bags. Yeah. And that's how I do it. Another one was that when I moved in into my apartment, or when I got my apartment, I gave the landlord a start date when I shouldn't have, because I wasn't sure of when I was going to move in. So I just gave him a date, and by the time my contract started, I had not moved in to the apartment. I moved in like almost 5 days after the contract document. The contract, yes, the contract had already started. So it was like I could have gotten like 4 or 5 days extra that I have to pay rent every month. But yeah, that's gone. So until you're sure of the day you want to move in, just, I feel like you should, if you can, because sometimes you may not be able to. So if you can, just delay, keep delaying till you actually can. You get me? Okay. So another thing is, this is the 10 points, the final point, is that try as much as possible to tell your landlord to send you the contract so you can review. Send to your friends, send to people that have already been in the UK. If you have a lawyer that resides in the UK that can review for you, send to them. It's actually quite important that you do this thing. So yeah, do that. Make sure somebody else other than you actually reviews the contracts before you sign it, because you never know. I mean, nothing happened with my home contract, but there are days where I had to go into the contract to actually see what the contract says about this thing. So just make sure somebody else reviewed your contract. Yeah. So if this was something you enjoyed, if you've learned a thing or two, if you've noted mistakes that you shouldn't make when you come into the UK, and give this video a thumbs up. It would really go a long way if you do. I'm actually really serious. Your likes makes YouTube know that you enjoyed the video and you would like other people to see the video. So kindly like the video, subscribe if you haven't, subscribe, and share to your community, please, please, please. If there's anybody you know is coming to the UK, share. Okay. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you in another video. And guys, some juicy news is coming. Mhm. Juicy news is actually coming that you would be excited about. So subscribe. You want to hear about it. You would actually be excited about it, I promise you. So subscribe. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you guys for watching. Oh, by the way, I did speak up myself with all Shane makeup products. Yeah, flawless. Well, my lipstick is not from Shane. I changed my lipstick. The base is Shane product. Lip liner, the lipstick. Anyways, yeah, that's it. Loving my makeup. Yay! Bye bye, guys.
Fine light in the beautiful sea. I chose to be happy.